Hello, welcome to another gun room chat video. This is a question someone asked me the other day, which was another good idea for a video. It was, how do you manage your collection of guns? How do you decide what you're going to keep, what you're going to shoot, what you're not going to shoot, what you're going to sell, what you're not going to shoot but keep for sentimental reasons? And the idea, how I do it is colour-coded spreadsheets. I basically use the same as the medical marker on your licence sort of thing. Green's good, orange you need to think about taking some action, red you need to take some action sort of thing. So like a prime example of a gun that I'm not going to sell, it's orange on the list at the moment because I don't shoot it very often. It's my BSA Scorpion RS Platinum. It's a limited edition one, it's number 98, of only 150 ever made, specially built for me. Really special gun, and the reason I don't shoot it very often, it had a fantastic BSA scope on it. I took it off and put this thing on it, which is, to be fair, is a very expensive scope. It's an MTC King Cobra. It's a 6x24x50. It's 30mm tube. It's got illuminated reticle. It's got all the fancy range finding stuff on it. It's a fantastic bit of kit, but it's first focal plane. And anyone that's used these knows that on the minimum magnification, the crosshair is so thin you can hardly see it. It's all right on max magnification or higher up, but it's not for me. They have got to use first focal plane scopes, but everything else I've got, apart from one other thing, is second focal plane, which I get on a lot better with. So I've taken that off, put the BSA scope back on it. So now that's orange on the status thing. Action required has gone to green, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. So that's a lovely, simple one to sort out. Not that I was ever going to get rid of that gun anyway, but I use the same principle for everything. Like underneath, my XT501, the rabbit stopper, that's on orange. And in the status, it's got need to shoot more often, action required. We'll use more in the warmer weather because it's a CO2 gun. Obviously, there's not a lot of good winter time. I've done a lot of shooting at the club with that, so summertime that will get used a lot more. And all the stuff's in light green. That's the stuff my dad's collection, which is obviously never going to get sold. A lot of it's very old. It doesn't get shot often because I don't want to wear it out and break it because I won't be able to get parts for a lot of the stuff. Anything that's dark green, there's been things that I use all the time, like my Brocock, my FX, my Crossman Vantage, the new CP2. They're guns I use almost daily, if not weekly sort of thing. So they're all dark green. The first one we've got red on there, Springfield Armory M1. It's not worth a lot of money. It's quite a few years old. There's a problem with the magazine, or the little finger that pushes the BBs up and down the magazine. The end bit that comes up and actually holds the bolt back when it's empty has broken off. I think it's a common fault with them. I can't find anywhere at the moment that's got a magazine in stock for it. You can still shoot it, but you've got to pull the little plastic bit down manually by hand, and it won't hold the bolt back when it's empty. So it's still usable, but it's not worth it. I won't sell a gun that's not perfect, so that's going to be something that probably, I've gone to yellow, I've put it on there. Display use, there's not worth much, so that's going to be that one. One underneath, my Thompson M1 submachine gun. I've done a lot of work customising that. I've shortened the stock. I've filled the inside of the faux wood, which is plastic, with like hot glue and pellets to give it an authentic weight. But there's another thing, it's got a problem with the magazine. Sometimes the bolt won't come all the way back. Something gets caught inside, I've got to take it apart and sort it out. But it's one of the things, I don't really want to sell something that's not quite right. So until I can actually work out what's completely wrong with that stay as it is. The Crossman 2240 Custom. The reason I'm not really shot that much late, it's obviously started off as a pistol. It's now it's got 2260 barrel on it. It's had a lot of tuning work done. It's bang on the UK power limit. It's quite good for a little CO2 gun. And the reason I don't shoot it very much, there's another one with a scope issue. I bought this, it's got a lot of brass bits on it. So Bushnell 4x32, just to sort of time all the brass bits and the rest of the customisation. But it's got a really crap sight picture. So what I've done, I've put a nice BSA 3x40 AO on there. So that's another gun I will use more now it's got a better scope on it. So that's a simple one to sort out. My Gel Soft G4A1. That's not worth nothing. I might just keep it as a display piece. It's nothing summertime when the kids are about, some friends around, we might mess around with it because it shoots the water beads, so it's quite a harmless thing, fun thing to shoot each other with. So that's red at the moment, so it might get used again. My Beretta 92FS, I should shoot that. They're a fearful, I did look on somewhere, I can't remember, I think about £350, I think they are now. Fearful amount of money. I need to start shooting that more. A lot of the pistols are like that. I don't know why I don't shoot them as much as I should do. My Rom Twin Master, that was on orange, so because it had that red dot on it, which I've done the video with the other day. I don't get on very well with red dots anymore. They're too bright, I get a lot of glare reflecting back in my eyes. It obscures the target picture. So it's gone back to its original still sights now, so that will be used a lot more now, hopefully. So that's the answer to that one. What else we've read? A Wolfer PPKS. I can't remember the last time I shot that, but it's got a problem with the bit that holds the CO2 in, that winds it in. It's a little plastic bit on the end of the action. And I've plastic welded it back up twice now because it's a really weak part and it keeps breaking. The early ones were better. They've got a little turn screw on the bottom. They never used to break. So I'll have to see if I can find some bits and mend that at some point. It's another gun that's not worth it. I think they're about £100 new. My Crossman 2300T. Another expensive CO2 target pistol. I don't use enough. I've done a lot of customisation work on it as well. So I need to make a decision on that, whether I'm going to start using it again or sell it, because it is worth quite a bit of money, that one. My Sheridan Cowboy, beautiful looking pistol, with its fake ivory grips and a lovely sort of chrome nickel finish on it. Lovely gun, needs to shoot that more often as well. My Spider Extra paintball gun, can't remember the last time I shot that. The same thing, it's not worth a lot of money. Summertime it might get used again. What else got there? My Gammo MP9, same thing, it's not worth a lot of money. Kids used to love shooting it, they might want to shoot it again next time they come around, so it just sit there. It's a nice display piece. It's an accurate little gun as well, it's easy to use. BSA Air Sporter, don't really shoot it a lot, but it's quite an old gun, so, and it's an investment gun as well. It is nice to shoot, it's nice and accurate. It's only going to go up in value, so it can just sit in a rack. If it only gets used once or twice a year, so be it, sort of thing. I'm not going to sell that. My Glock 17 Generation 4. Another expensive gun, it's over £200. I ummed and ahed about getting the Generation 4. Do I get the Generation 5? Wish I'd gone for the Generation 5. Went for the Generation 4 because it's a more authentic replica. And it's just been a pain. I've done several videos on it, it keep jamming and things. The last couple of times I've shot it, it has been okay. The trouble is, it's unreliable. It puts you off shooting it. So I need to make a decision on that. My Dan Weston as well. Lovely gun. That's 715. I don't know why I don't shoot it more often. It just sits there gathering dust. I've done a couple of videos with it when I first got it. And don't use it enough. The 1911 race gun. I really wanted the 177BB one. Didn't want the 6mm airsoft, which is that one. Do I sell it? It's still worth a reasonable amount of money. Or did you leave it there as a display piece? Might use it again at some point. My Lee Enfield SLR. I know I did get it cheap, but it's a cracking gun. I need to shoot that a lot more often. Another one that's up the top there that's actually got onto the orange now, which has been green for a long, long time, is my Wolfer LGV. Always used to take that with me when I went to the gun club, because if you go share there with a couple of PCPs, you run out of air, or you get a problem with seal blows, it's always handy to have a Springer with you, because you know you've always got something to shoot then, because they never go wrong, they always do what they say. They're brilliant bits of kit. A lot more difficult to shoot, you need a bit more skill to shoot them, which is probably another excuse why I don't shoot them as much. But since I've had the Crossman Varnish, that's been my main backup gun I take to the range. What I need to do is alternate between them two, so they're both getting used. The same with the Umarex Iconic, so that's been a love-hate relationship so far. It was a turd to start with, but it shoots really, really nice now. And I don't think I've shot it since I've sorted it out. I think I've done that one video with it after it was all sorted out. It's just sat in the rack since, it's never lost a drop of air. The magazines are lovely and easy to load, it's 100% reliable. I should use it more. So there's a lot of things on there I need to really sort of, like a Colt Special Combat pistol. It looks fantastic, it shoots fantastic. I don't think I've shot it for 7 or 8 months now since I first got it. Is it a sign that I've got too many things there? I need to get rid of some stuff. Same with Wolfer PPQ. I think that's one of the few, I think it is the only pellet shooting blowback pistol I've got now. Because the other blowback stuff is BB. Because it's a belt-fed magazine in it, it's an absolute pain in the arse to load. And I think that puts me off shooting it. They do one that takes the normal Umarex 8-shot rotary magazines. That's the model I should have gone for in hindsight. But it's one that was second-hand on Gunstar, almost new in its box, at a decent price. That's why I bought it. Which I do that too often, really. I don't think there's anything else on there that's red at the moment. Everything else is either green or orange, I think. But last time I had a look at this purge. The last time I had a purge, it's It's actually 2021, so it's COVID era sort of thing. And there's a lot of stuff I got rid of back then. Some of it I regret, some of it I'm glad to see the back of. My Sig Sauer P320, that was crap. I've not had a lot of success with SIGs. Everything I've had a SIG has been a pain in the arse. My Sig Sauer MCX as well, that went back so many times under warranty. Such a disappointing gun. My Bren gun is a Lee Enfield 303 from World War II. Deactivated, obviously, you can't have stuff like that in the UK anymore. But that, I needed money at the time. I regret selling it, but I needed the money. It done its job. It sold for more money than I bought it for. What else was on there? My Mossberg 500 Hush Power, a 20 bore pump action shotgun. Didn't really use that anymore. My Webley Mark 6 revolver. That looked fantastic, and obviously with the Lee Enfields, I love my Lee Enfields. It would have been nice to have the period revolver to go with it, but it was just, it shot crap. At 10 metres, sometimes you'd have trouble hitting a 6-inch target with it, so that's why I got rid of it. It was just so inaccurate. It looked nice, it sounded nice, just crap. My Colt Python, I really regret selling that. It was the early one, the nickel-plated one. It was like Rick's gun from The Walking Dead, but someone offered me good money for it. Been a muppet, I sold it, regretted it ever since. My MP5, that went to a good home. My Webley Scott 812, my semi-auto shotgun, that went to a good home, went to an RAF bloke, the local RAF base, RAF Marham. So at least that's getting some use now. My Colt 1911, it was the A1 commemorative edition. They had done a limited edition run of these of 1,911, and I had number 1,466. I sold it to an absolute muppet who never appreciated what it was and couldn't work out how to use it. Should never have sold that one. My Viroc HW 97K, done everything to that, all the tuning bits inside it, all the little brass trinkety bits on it as well. Someone offered me good money for it, so I ended up selling it. My Magnum Research Desert Eagle, that was the Umarex one that took the little 8-shot rotary magazines, but was actually blowback. Someone drove all the way out from Wales to buy that. My Sussex Armoury Jacko AR7, I've liked to have kept that going, but it was worn out. It was so old. Ended up breaking it for bits in the end and selling it on eBay in bits. Colt M4 carbine, that was a nice gun, should have kept that. Most in the Gant, I should have kept that, even with the folding bayonet on it. HW45 Black Star, another one I should have kept. Done a lot of tuning work on that, all the TBT bits inside it. Fantastic bit of kit. It's the variable power one as well. We could cook it halfway for half power, cook it all the way for full power. Fantastic bit of kit that was. Should never have sold that. That's why I'm a lot more sort of selective now on what I should do. My Air Arms Pro Sport, tuned the hell out of that. All the bits inside, all the TBT kit in it, all the little brass bits on it as well. Someone offered big money for that one, so I did end up selling that. Oh yeah, my Farmwood Ball 300S Junior, that was on the list before. It did actually make it onto the list this time as well, but I've actually sorted that one out. The reason I don't shoot that, well, never shot that very often, was it had got a diopter sight, and because I've got the sight of cataracts in my eyes now, it's so difficult to see through the tiny little peephole sight in the back of it. I've actually put a scope on it now, which is probably sacrilege for a 10-metre match rifle like that, but at least I can shoot it now. So that's back onto green now. Diana Chaser, that was a nice gun, but that's gone to one of my friends, and he's still using it now. Fairbairn Scirocco 2000 HE, should never have sold that. That's a fantastic bit of kit. It's only ever going to go one way in value as well. Yeah, my Umarex RP5, that was on the list again. It was on the list the last time I done a purge. And I've put a better scope on it now, because the scope on it wasn't very good. I need to find some pellets that actually work better in it. Because it's a smooth bore, it's got quite a tight choke on it. It's very difficult to get most pellets to go in it. So what I'm using is the Marksman pellets and putting them from a 5.50 sizer. And so far, it's the only thing I can find is accurate on. But they're a crap pellet. So I need to spend more time with it and try and find something else that's going to fit. Also, probably like a 5.49 head, if really. So it's going to be something quite small. It's going to slide in the barrel. Might even try a slug of some sort. That might be the answer to it. But I need to spend time with that. I'm not going to give up on it. No one wants them anyway. They're not a popular gun anymore. It's worth more to me than it is to anyone else. HW40, should have sold that. Shouldn't have sold that really, that was a superbly accurate little gun. Yeah, my Artemis SR900S. But there is a video of, I think, early on in the channel. That was a side lever Springer multi-shot. Took the conventional little SMK magazines. That's a really good bit of kit. It's bang on the power. I don't know why I sold that. It wasn't worth a lot of money either. A Sten, another deactivated World War II era one. All my Umarex T4Es, I've sold the whole lot of them. They're the most popular videos on my channel, unfortunately. Some of them have got 40, 50,000 views, but every single one of them was over the UK power limit. Like the HDS 68, like the double barrel sawn-off shotgun, that was running at nearly 20 joules. It should have been under 16. I had the HDR 50 revolver, it's supposed to be 7.5 joules. I think it's about 12 joules when you actually test it. I had the HDR 68 revolver, same thing, that's way over the power. And I also had the HDP pistol as well. All bought legally in the UK from proper registered firearms dealer. Every one of them was over the power. It was just not worth the risk. I know some people go stupid and tune the hell out of them, but you get caught with it. It's an unlicensed firearm. You're in deep shit. In fact, the pistols, it's a Section 5 firearm, so you're looking at probably 5 years in prison you get caught with it. It's just not worth the risk. Umarex Legends Cowboy Rifle was a shell ejecting one. That was a nice bit of kit, that was. Because I've got my dad's underlever up there, which is one that runs on the 8-shot rotary magazines, I couldn't really justify at the time having 2 underlever rifles, that's why I sold that. Ruger 1022, I had 2 of them. I had the proper Section 1 firearms one, and I had the CO2 powered one as well, and they were fantastic bits of kit. Obviously not got a Section 1 licence anymore, so that went, and I sold the air rifle one as well, which I regret. My Makarov pistol, that's a bit crap, didn't really miss that. Umarex MP40, I'm a bit naughty with that one as well. I converted that one so it's full auto. It was really nice. Someone offered me good money on that. Strange enough, the Springfield Armory M1 carbine, that was on the list before as well. But obviously it's not worth a lot of money, so nothing was going to happen with that. But other news as well, obviously the colour code thing, as I said, it works like your licence system does in the UK with your medical market. Green, got nothing to worry about. Orange, you might get a phone call from the police. Red, the police can be knocking on your door and taking your guns away. And obviously after the video I've done a mental health thing with the problems I've got with cancer and stuff. My medical marker is actually back to green now, so there isn't any issues with that. I did get my thing come through from the police the other day for my renewal, because my licence is up for renewal in March next year. And they've always been fantastic for us. It's always been in and out, and I've had my new licence in 6 weeks. But this year I've been thinking about it. Obviously got rid of all my firearms. They've gone when all the original stuff happened. And I thought, do I want to go through all that again? The cost-wise of it, the aggravation side of it, you've got it hanging over you all the time sort of thing. And obviously the job I do, I'm dealing with the general public quite a lot. And if you deal with the general public, you know there are some arseholes out there. Some people are just looking for an excuse to make a complaint against you with no basis whatsoever. And when you've got a firearms licence, that sort of stuff sticks. And you think, I don't need it hanging over me anymore. So I actually wrote the police a letter today, sent the licences, everything back to them and said, look, thank you very much for your help in the past. I'm not going to renew. If the situation changed at that date, I might reapply. But at the moment, I'm not going to bother renewing my licence. It's actually sad in one respect, but it's a big weight off my shoulders now. I've not got to worry about that. I can just concentrate on my air guns, enjoy shooting my air guns. It's £40 a year for the air gun club. I can go whenever I want. It's 20 quid for a decent set of pellets, tenner for some cheap 177 pellets. With the firearms, it's £400 a year for the gun club for that. And the Lee Enfield was over £1 every time we pulled the trigger. Just can't justify it no more. Like a day out pigeon shoots. I went for all the costings on that other video. I'm not going to go for it again, but you can spend £200 on cartridges for a day out pigeon shooting. Just can't justify that anymore. Plus, I haven't got that sort of money anymore. So that's all done. It's history. I've been there. I've done it. Had the T-shirt. I've got the trophies. I'll concentrate on my air guns now. Moving forward, innit? Thinking positive. But I'm just going to show you a couple of things I've done today as well that have changed since we've done the last video. The PP700 has now got its silencer back on it, and that is shooting absolutely fantastically. The other PP700, which I had trouble with, that 3D printed rubbish, I've taken that off, had the red dot on it, and now it's got a pistol scope on it, and that is shooting fantastic now. Really happy with that. Webley Electro, gone back to having a muzzle brake rather than a silencer, took the scope off it, back to iron sights. That's shooting really well. Obviously we've done the video on the ROM, which is fantastic now, and it's got the red dot off it. I'm really going off my red dots at the moment, as you can obviously probably guess. Going back to how stuff should be. I found that little precise 880 in my sock drawer. I forgot I'd got that. It's the only blank fire I've got left now. It's not on the list of the stuff that's going to get banned next year, so it's probably got a little bit more life left in it before they decide they're going to ban that as well. What else we've got? My dad's Crossman medalist. I've took the red off that and put a nice little 4x20 scope on it. That's shooting really, really well with that. I think it's actually a Crossman scope as well, so it's nice to have that on there, old Crossman. Also, the PPKS has moved over to there. The STG-44, it's now got a little bit of foam going over the top of the laser engraving thing. That got my only violation on YouTube, so we're not having that again, in case someone else reports that. But I think everything else is more or less there. I don't think anything else has changed today drastically. But I thought I'd just do a quick little video, explain how I sort of do things. Someone asked me how I do it, and that's how I do it. It's not random. I just don't wake up one morning and say, oh, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to sell that. There is a sort of bit of a thought process behind it. So hopefully it explains it all. Thanks for watching.